Our viewers who may not understand it, because you've got a very niche mandate, investing in some of the emerging economies' infrastructure in order to help U.S. jobs here. Just walk us through exactly what you're working on and some of the success stories out here in Asia as well.
Thank you so much, Chery, for having me. And I think you're exactly right. It's considered a bit of a niche area, but a critically important one. And that is supporting the development of high-quality, sustainable infrastructure in emerging economies, meaning developing and middle-income countries, but doing so in a way that brings U.S. technology, solutions, expertise to the projects that we support. So it's a mutually beneficial approach. We help to produce and support the production of quality infrastructure, but we also support jobs here at home in the United States because with the export of technologies that are well defined to help those projects, we can see some good solutions for everyone concerned.
And this is my job. I need to get something new out of you. So some of the recent success stories out here in the region, EV transition in Thailand or grid resilience in the Philippines, some of the infrastructure projects in Vietnam and Indonesia. What else? What are you eyeing at the moment?
Well, thank you for highlighting those critical pieces in particular countries. I'd mention two other things. One, it's very important to work with the ASEAN collectively. And so we have a couple of projects where we're helping ASEAN connectivity, for example, working on transmission lines between Malaysia and Indonesia. But also the ASEAN has a US-ASEAN electric vehicle initiative, which we are supporting by helping to provide policy mandates that will help the development of electric vehicle infrastructure. So those are very much a part of the region. Also, I would point to as new and interesting, but yet there's a couple of years into it, our work in the Pacific Islands. This is critical. And why I love our work in Pacific Islands, it's also a very good demonstration of our partnership with Japan and Australia to really stand up projects that can help with resiliency, particularly with climate, and also with power. And in fact, upcoming, we will be doing an interagency visit to 3 countries of the Pacific Islands, along with our sister agencies at the U.S. Agency for International Development, Department of Commerce, and the Development Finance Corporation. That kind of across-the-board focused effort that will redound to the benefit of partners, I think, is a critical hallmark of how the United States does its work.
So as we discussed pre-interview, you do the feasibility study, you do the due diligence, and bring in the financiers to look at these infrastructure projects. But I cannot help but look at this through a geopolitical lens here. Are you competing with China's Belt and Road?
So I would simply say we are giving and focused on giving our partners the best options to consider. I think that there are a number of ways our partners can go. We simply go with our value proposition, the way we do business, and give them the choice. And it works. Our partners are very happy to see us. I can say this both in Africa and in the Indo-Pacific and elsewhere in the world in which we work. And as long as you show the value, we see that those partnerships, that desire for U.S. innovation is absolutely there. And we are very pleased to be able to facilitate access to it.